everybody says good morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Uh, para makapagsimula po tayo ng ating daily dose of sales caffeine here in Akma. All right, so to begin, I'd like to say a short prayer. Let's close our eyes and bow our heads. Thank you, O Heavenly Father, for this wonderful morning that you have given us, giving us another day to praise you and worship you, O Lord. Thank you for the renewed strength that you have given us, Panginoon, para ipaghanda po ang buong araw na ito, O God. We just pray, Lord, that you will be with us in all the way of our meeting or program today. Maraming pong salamat. We put all our cares unto your feet, O Lord. And we trust, Lord, that every opportunity na binibigay niyo po sa amin, we could fully grasp everything, Panginoon, unto your name. Thank you, dear God. This is our prayer in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen. All right. Good morning, everyone. Okay, I hope everybody is excited today because we have a lot of things to do, especially with our affair later in SMX for our kickoff. Okay, but today, uh, if I will share the screen, okay, have you seen our screen? Ayan na, because we know it is live. Okay. I'd like to welcome everybody again. So marami pa rin pumapasok. So patulong na lang din sa pag-admit. Okay, yesterday we have talked about uh, JP's Health Flex. Okay, na patuloy natin, na paulit-ulit nating ginagawa at inaaral. Hopefully, for today, isa-set aside muna natin yon at bibigyan natin ng pansin ang ating another skill set na natutunan, which is the paper close. Okay? So again, dahil i-review po natin ulit ito, I'd like you, everybody here in Zoom, please get a piece of paper and a pen, of which na parang kayo po ang kausap kong client. Pero this time, okay, hihimayin po natin tong what we call the paper close. Okay? So this paper close, this is not my own invention. Okay? Ito ay natutunan din po namin way back pa. Siguro mga 18 years ago pa ito. But this is a powerful tool, okay, that is being used, no? Lalo na because this tool is very conversant. And sabi nga kahapon, this is a non-threatening sales tool. Ibig sabihin talagang there is a close encounter with the client, and at the same time, syempre, mag-o-open kayo sa bawat isa. So, let me start with our paper close sales toolkit. So, good morning, Mr. Client. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to meet with you today. Alam ko you have a busy schedule, kaya buti naman nakapag-set ako ng appointment with you. So, again, anything na pag-uusapan natin about life and even about getting a life insurance or about life insurance will be treated with utmost confidentiality. Okay. So meron lang akong gustong tanungin sa inyo, pero bago yan, I hope you have a pen and paper beside you. So para take notes tayo, makapagsulat tayo. Okay. Ako rin gagawin ko din yun. Okay? So, I have a big question for you. Okay, and I hope you can honestly answer this. Had you had passed away or kicked the bucket yesterday, okay, which I know it didn't happen, no? What do you think your family would be doing right now? Ano kaya ang ginagawa nila? Yun ang question ko. Okay? So in my slide, no? Now let's anticipate, 'di ba? Okay, ano yung reaction ng mga mahal natin sa buhay? Okay. Now it is challenging to predict how exactly our loved ones would react and unexpected demise, no? Emotions in each situations vary among individuals. Siyempre, yun ang pinaka-ano natin. And it can be like a range of shock, no, grief to sadness, and siyempre reflection. But aside from the emotional turmoil, no, they also have to attend the obvious, 'di ba? So, ngayon tinatanong ko sa client, ano kaya ang ginagawa ng mga mahal natin sa buhay? Well, the usual answer is, no, if you can answer in the chat box, ano po ang mga ginagawa kaya ng mga loved ones natin? Our spouse, our our family, okay, ano kaya ang ginagawa? No, come on. In the chat box, if you can help me, sige. All right? So I think marami na nagsusulat. So habang iniisip niya, biglang sasagot 'yan. And then again, ang mga usual na ang usual na sinasabi is, they're preparing for my funeral, they're preparing for siguro yung damit na susuotin ko. Kasi minsan emotional kasi caught off guard sa, grabe, Banjo, yun ba ang tatanong mo sa akin? Pero okay lang yun kasi it's more a conversation. Usually sinasabi nila, inaayos nila ang funeral ko ngayon. Okay? Before they can fully mourn for their loss, there's some expenses that needs to be attended before they send you off. So usually, yun yung susunod na sasabihin natin. So after no sinabi, Banjo, umiiyak sila. Banjo, inaayos sila yung funeral ko. Banjo, siguro nagtatawag sila or nagpo-post sila ngayon sa FB. Okay? So after that, the question is, as a gesture of love, we have to establish a clean-up fund, no, for your loved ones, aiming to ease the burden associated with settling the inevitable final expenses we leave behind. Remember, no, expenses don't stop when we pass away. They persist even after death. Okay? So sana na-take note po natin yon. Alright. So, alam naman natin, just to share to everyone, a cleanup fund is an insurance term, no, referring to the final expenses associated with an individual after his or her death. Okay? Ito po yung pinaka-primary purpose niya. So, mamaya po, syempre, gagamitin po natin yung product natin dito or yung solution natin dito. And after that, ikukwento natin with our client, no? After saying their morning, etc., etc. Then I will give an example. Okay? So, Mr. Client, do you know how much the funeral expenses in the Philippines right now? No, inflation is affecting all aspects of human life, even one's last breath. Funeral and burial, funeral costs are increasing, making it hard for families to grieve because of financial strain. Even funeral and memorial services are getting more expensive. Ladies and gentlemen in the Zoom, I don't know kung meron kayong example, but in my case, marami na po akong naging example. The sudden passing away of ng aking pong tatay, ng aking pong ama, ng tatay po ni Jenny, ng misis ko po. And we have experienced kung magkano talaga siya. Okay? So, according to a recent article in Rappler, okay, the cheapest funeral expenses ranges from 8,000 to 15,000. Okay? Depende kasi ito kung kung nasa probinsya ka or nasa Metro Manila ka. A mid-range funeral services may cost up to 250,000 pesos. And I'm sharing this to you, these are facts. While the most expensive funeral packages may start around 300 to 500, the burial lot is another expense. O wala pa yung paglilibingan. Okay? So, memorial lots cost between 50,000 to almost 1 million. Depende sa mga location. Okay? So we all know the different locations, Manila Memorial. Here in the Metro Manila, Manila Memorial, Arlington, Arlington, ang tawag dito, Loyola, sa Suka. So marami actually. Okay? So, alam naman natin yung mga bagay na to, lalo na in my personal experience as a client, ang ginastos namin for my father is around nasa mga 300,000. Okay? So because merong St. Peter yung kapatid ko, ginamit niya muna yon kasi it's transferable. Yun po yung naging experience namin. That's only for the services. But because we have a lot in Loyola Memorial, okay? So, yun ang pinaka best way na ginamit namin. Okay, so, well, aside from that, Mr. Client, can you put down in your paper your name? So, please write down your name in the paper. And then below the name, can you write down funeral expenses? Okay, funeral expenses. Then beside the funeral expenses, can you please write down if you have um, this amount in your head, okay? Na kung magkano ang gusto mong nakatabi. No, this is just for the sake of conversation. Kunyari ako ilalagay ko for my funeral para wala nang iisipin yung wife ko, at least nasa mga 500,000. 500,000. Okay. So thank you also for writing it down in your paper. Okay? Well, alam naman natin, hindi lahat po ng tao basta-basta gano'n na lang, uh, you know, namamatay. Okay, or passed away. But
Okay,
syempre,
excuse me, Badjo. So we ask everyone, okay, we ask, okay, in funeral, how much do you think people would spend for the funeral? So we let the customer, we let everybody think about it. Okay, so because this is a very important conversation. Okay, so what do you think? How much do you think people would spend for the funeral? Okay, so if they could not even provide us an information, then we give them an information. What is, let's say, the going, let's say, rate for now? Okay, so that's how I do it. Okay, thank you.
okay, so Mr. Customer, magkano kaya ang ating gustong funeral expense for ourselves? Okay, so definitely malaking impact po 'yon, no? Para po sa again, if it will happen sometime in the future. Okay. And again, no, aside from that, sabi ko nga, no, hindi lahat naman ganun-ganun lang namamatay. But at the same time, ang sinasabi natin, lahat naman dadaan sa hospital. Okay? So, with regards with being hospitalized, kasi pag dinala ka sa hospital, syempre, ang lahat naman ng tao nagkakaroon ng sakit, no? Hindi lang naman yan basta natulog lang tas hindi na nagising. Or at the same time, syempre, baka na-aksidente, no? So, again, an example, no? My father passed away a couple of years ago and he died because of lung cancer. So, gumastos po kami doon. Okay? And ang ginastos po namin doon mahigit kumulang ng around mga 2 million pesos. Okay? And at the same time, okay, 5 bagay po ang naranasan namin. Number 1, nagbenta po kami ng ari-arian, naubos po ang savings namin. Okay, nag-chip in po kaming magkakapatid for this. But syempre may mga kanya-kanyang buhay din po kami. So we could only give enough. Number 4, humingi po kami ng tulong sa PCSO. And number 5, humingi po kami ng tulong sa mga politiko. So yun po ang nangyari sa amin. And at the same time, I like to give an example, no, doon sa isang famous uh, rock band leader. I don't want to disclose his name. Okay, pero kilalang kilala siya my time, mga 90s to, ang isang legendary rock band. Now, he's very well loved, no? Pero nagkaroon siya ng heart ailment at kailangan niyang magkaroon ng angioplasty. And at the same time, ang kala ng karamihan, itong taon na to, maraming pera, yung pala yung pera niya naka-invest. So wala siyang pampagamot at that time, no? Kasi dahil emergency ang kailangan gawin sa kanya. So nagkaroon pa ng isang concert, okay, para sa kanya, parang tribute at magkaroon ng GoFundMe, like yun yung GoFundMe today. So nagkaroon, and at the same time, ang kailangan pala is around mga 800,000 pesos. Okay? So nung nagkaroon, and then ibinigay sa kanya, well, eventually, syempre, naging okay siya. And yun yung naging way para gumaling na rin siya. No, Mr. Client, alam ko, I don't know kung meron ka nang nakatabi para for your hospitalization. But if you're like this famous rock band group na merong nagmamahal, okay? Again, ang tanong ko is meron na ba tayong naitabi? Okay. Beside that hospitalization, okay, ang gusto kong tanungin is magkano kaya ang gusto natin? Okay, na fund na para itong fund na to, if something happens to us, okay, na pwede nating gastusin. All right. So, in our paper, again, na sinulat natin, please put sa tabi nun, sa funeral, how much do you think your family will spend for your funeral? Next, sa ilalim nun, yung hospitalization, okay? Pakisulat din doon, how much do you think your family will spend for hospitalization? Ayan. Okay. So after that, no, very crucial din yung sinasabi natin, sana wala tayong iiwan na utang or debt sa ating mga loved ones. For example, ako po ang aking I have loans also dahil binabayaran ko pa yung kotse ko, and at the same time meron din akong credit card, okay, na binabayaran. So Mr. Client, at the bottom, from the funeral, kung magkano, hospitalization, kung magkano, sa ilalim naman po nun, pakilagay debt or loan. Okay? And then at the same time, okay, sulat nyo kung magkano po ang inyong natitirang loan doon. Okay. Salamat po sa pagsulat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And at the same time, please add. Okay, please add everything mula funeral to hospitalization and yung death natin. All right. Now, Mr. Client, no? Nasulat na ba natin kung magkano yung ating lahat ng lahat ng naisulat natin dito. Ang tanong ko, meron po ba tayo niyan? The question is if you suddenly kick the bucket. I know it didn't happen. Okay? If you suddenly kick the bucket yesterday, I know it didn't happen. Meron ba tayo nito? Okay? Meron ba tayong, ako nasulat ko kasi kailangan ko ng around, kasi sa funeral, nilagay ko 500, medical expenses nasa 2 million, deaths ko 500. So, all in all, ang kailangan ko nasa mga around 1,500, 3 million, no? Yun ang kailangan ko. But kay Mr. Client, ganun din ba? Now, with this, Mr. Client, alam ko medyo mabigat yung pinag-usapan natin. No? Nagulat kayo sa tanong ko. Okay? So, meron po ba kayo nito ngayon? Do you have that 3 million in your bank right now? Okay. So, yun po ang pinakatanong ko. If wala, If wala, okay, who will? Who will pay for this? Now, if something happens to you, okay, who will pay for your funeral? Who will pay for your medical expenses? Who will pay for your debts? Tandaan natin, ang utang hindi po siya, okay, nabubura. Ito po ay namamana rin. Now, in the same time, no, I would really ask, okay, in with you in the chat box, who will pay for this big amount? Pwede niyo po bang sagutin in the chat box, or if you can open the microphone? Meron po ba maglalakas ng loob? Who will pay for that? Sige nga po. Hindi na ako
Family.
magvo-voluntold. Okay. Miss Emma, thank you very much. The family will pay for that. Who else? Sino pa? Sa tingin nyo magbabayad niyan? Okay, sabi ni Miss Bing, part of it will magbabayad daw ang insurance niya, part of it for your family. Okay. Sige. Okay. So, usually, okay, Sister Jude, go fund me. Okay, di ba? So, again, so ito ang Mr. Client, maraming salamat. Alam ko, yun ang sasabihin din natin. Siyempre, mahal tayo ng pamilya natin. Hindi tayo pababayaan ng pamilya natin. But what if, no? If your parents will pay for this, alam naman natin kung saan nila ito kukunin. Baka kunin nila ito sa kanilang say ba? And kung sabihin natin sa asawa natin, baka kunin ito from our educational fund. Okay? Para sa mga kapatid natin. Okay? Or para sa mga anak natin. Okay? Or sa mga may pinaglalaanan. Now, the question is, straight talk. Do you want to be a burden to your family? Do you want to be a burden to your family? Question in the chat box. Mr. Client, kung kayo po, or please unmute yourself. Do you want to be a burden to your family? Yes or no?
No. No.
Okay, it's a big, big no. Big, big no. So, Mr. Client, yan, sasagutin na natin. Salamat sa mga sumagot sa chat box, no? Now, how would you feel if I can show you a solution that will provide you with a clean-up fund of 3 million pesos and the amount that you need, which is within your current budget? No? Will you consider it, Mr. Client? How would you feel if I can show you a solution that will provide you with a cleanup fund? Yung cleanup fund, yung sinabi natin, your funeral, your hospitalization, okay, your debt, okay, or other kailangan na miscellaneous needs if something happens to you, okay? And then the amount that you need, okay, is within your current budget. Mr. Client, will you consider it? Okay? So ang daming sumagot sa chat box natin. And then, Mr. Client, I'd like to show you this solution. Okay? This is what we call React 5, or our 5-year renewable term. Okay. 5-year renewable term. Now, what is a term insurance? Mabilis lang po ito. No? The term life insurance guarantees payment of a stated death benefit to the insured beneficiaries if the insured person dies during the specified term. Term meaning yearly po ito. Okay, 1 whole year. Parang ang best example namin parate, ito po ay isang parang insurance ng kotse, 'di ba? Yearly. Okay? At yung kunyari hindi naman nagamit, hindi na ba nabangga yung kotse, hindi naman natin gagamitin. okay, i-renew na lang natin to the following year. Now, ang common uses po, okay, ng term insurance is, okay, it offers security for the entire family in case of unfortunate demise of the policyholder. Okay? Ang kagandahan nito, it has the highest coverage of for an unaffordable premium. Next, because of its affordability and high insurance coverage, it can also be used for una po estate planning. Okay? For business insurance, for keyman insurance. So, medyo technical na po ko ron. And inheritance planning and the likes. Okay? So, pwede ho natin pag-usapan yan on the latter date. Example. Also, banks in the Philippines require us to get mortgage redemption insurance to be eligible for a loan. So, pag kumuha tayo ho ng bahay, okay, dahil nag-loan po tayo, if something happens to us, okay, yung bangko, kunin yung insurance proceeds natin, and the house that we loan, fully paid na yan at diretsong mapupunta na sa beneficiary. Okay, yun po yung mga common uses po nun. Again, it is affordable. Okay, it is considered to be cheaper than other life insurance policies. Next, it is also convertible, meaning it gives the policy holder an option to convert it to a permanent coverage without providing evidence of insurability. Ang kagandahan nun dahil ito pong term insurance, wala po siyang kinikitang cash values or interest, talagang more of protection lang siya. So you can convert this policy ng isang earning, okay, earning policy product. And at the same time, it is renewable. No, these policies allows us to extend that coverage every year up to a predetermined age. Now with this React 5, pwede ho natin siyang i-renew tuloy-tuloy for the next 5 years na hindi po nagbabago ang premium. Okay, na hindi po nagbabago ang premium. So let me share to you, okay, kung ang kailangan po natin is around 3 million, then you have said that you're 30 years old. Okay, Mr. Client. Okay, and the basic protection na hinahanap natin na yung kailangan nyo kanina is around 3 million. And the basic premium is just around, okay, 13,000 annually. 13,000 annually. If you break that down into monthly, that's only 1,044 pesos. At yung 1,044 pesos na yon, pag binreakdown po natin yan on a daily basis, okay, divide natin sa 30, lalabas po nasa mga around 30 to 34 pesos lang yan per day. No, ganun po kaliit. Okay, Mr. Client. So, kunyari, kung hindi natin kaya yung 13,000 annually, we can do a semi-annual or a quarterly mode of savings. Okay? So, ang semi-annual niyan, nakikita naman natin, pwedeng 6,900 or a quarterly premium mode of 3,700. Pero Mr. Client, pag nag-annual tayo, mas makakatipid tayo for a few hundred pesos. Would you like that, Mr. Client? And I like to share, okay, that again, ito nga pong solution natin, dahil 5 years protected po yung premium, hindi po siya magbabago. If you look at our screen dito po sa ating computer. So, 5 years. And then after 5 years, pwede tataas because syempre tayo po ay nag-e-edad, magtataas po yung premium niya ng konti. Then we could also put additional riders na pwede natin, kunyari gusto nating mas dagdagan yung mga options. Okay? So these are other additional riders. Number 1, pwede ho natin lagyan ng accidental death benefit. So simple naman po yan, no? Magkakaroon po tayo ng additional coverage if, okay, if tayo po ay tawag dito, if death, okay, occurs through accident means. Times 2 po ang makukuha ng ating kliyente. And number 2, pwede po natin siyang lagyan ng total disability waiver. So, the premium will be waived if tayo po ay naaksidente at hindi na po makapag-trabaho. But syempre, kailangan, ang tawag dito, masabi natin ito kunyari ang tawag dito, tuloy-tuloy po siya na hindi tayo makapag-work. Then, the policy, hindi na natin siya kailangan bayaran, mawu-waive na po ito. Then we could also put what we call Maximax, no? It provides, okay, death, dismemberment, disability, and hospitalization. Actually, ang pinaka maganda po rito ito. So it includes yun nga, pag natanggalan tayo ng limbs, okay, pag na-aksidente tayo, okay, so pwede po yan, what we call Maximax plan. And we also have enhanced critical rider, no? Heart attack, stroke, cancer, okay? Then we could put also this. Pag tayo po ay na-diagnose noon, then we will be given this specific amount for that. And also, we have this, what we call hospital income benefit. It provides a fixed benefit allowance each day for a maximum of 1,000 days in the hospital. For example, ngayon marami na naman nagkakaroon ng dengue. Kunyari, specifically 1 week tayo na hospital because of dengue. Then the company or the policy will provide us 1,000 pesos per day, okay, of confinement. Pag sinabi natin confinement, okay, nagstay ka sa hospital within 24 hours. Okay, yun po yun. So, and then it will be tripled kung ikaw ay na ICU. Kung it's 1,000 pesos today, per day, kung ikaw naman ay na ICU, okay, it will be 2,000 pesos per day. All right. So, yan ka na lang. So, ang kagandahan nito, Mr. Client, if we put all the additional benefits, no, talagang pinaganda natin, pinaghandaan natin yung policy natin. So, these are the corresponding information na pwede natin makuha within our policy. Now, it can have at least, no, for 3 million, you can have a total amount of, for the premium, 60,000 annual. But again, all the additional benefit, Mr. Client, nandun na lahat. So, ang pinaka-benefit natin yan, at least you're covered for 12 million pesos. Hindi lang 3 million, 12 million na po ang ating ano. If we want to put all the riders. Okay. So, Mr. Client, how does that sound? Is that within your budget? Okay? Biglang natulala yung ano, biglang okay. But again, ladies and gentlemen, yun po yun. Okay? So, I'd like to ask, no, how this paper close will help us, okay? Get clients, share clients. Alam nyo, ladies and gentlemen, na maganda niyan, kailangan natin talaga siyang pagpraktisan. Okay, pagpraktisan. Lalo na yung conversation with our clients. Kasi napakaganda po nito. This tool will really help you, okay, get clients easily. Kasi nga, it's really non-threatening. And at the same time, ang pinakagamit natin doon would be yung term insurance. Anyone in the room, in the group, would like to share kung ano yung thoughts nila about what I've shared? Don't worry, merong pin-repair tayo na yung ginamit ko today. So, mainit-init pa lang yun. So, we will share it in a while pagkatapos itong presentation. Pagkatapos itong ating daily dose of sales caffeine. We'll give it to everyone para meron po tayong notes kagad at para ma-practice natin. Anyone na gustong bigay? Sabi ni Ms. Joyce, in our paper close, we included the funeral and hospital expense. If a client passed away with this product, can this be claimed by the beneficiaries while funeral preparation is being done? Given I know there is a process for insurance claims. given also that beneficiaries is not financially capable yet. Now, here in Manulife, okay, so on special occasions, pupunta po tayo sa claims department. Okay, sasabihin natin na ito pong nangyari, and at the same time be given, kasi alam ko basic lang mabibigay doon eh, hindi pa natin mabibigay lahat ng, lalo na yung death certificate, etc., etc. But yes, I have heard before, may binigay half muna ng ang tawag dito, ng proceeds or yung protection to the beneficiary para may panggastos. Okay, para po may panggastos. Yun po yung narinig ko before. Okay, for special arrangements po yan. Okay,
But just to clarify, Bajo, if I may, but just to clarify, we don't guarantee that. Okay, so it just depends on the situation of the insured. Okay, so normally the process is, if some, definitely they will have to submit all the necessary requirements before a certain, let's say, benefit is released. Okay, that is on a special case-to-case basis yung sinasabi ni Banjo ngayon, and we could not guarantee that. Okay, so there was once, but that is actually unique. It's not a usual thing. Okay, because any insurance company will have to follow a certain procedure. Okay, it could not be entertained all the time. We have to remember that. Okay, because we are also managing the risk as a company. Okay, so yung, let's say, while the insured is actually hospitalized, knowing based on already on the assessments, yung mga diagnosis and mga results, it looks like talagang doon din naman papunta na. So that is actually considered. And the rest will be paid, okay, once all requirements are complied. Okay, so ganun lang yun. Okay, so yun. So I hope that is clear with everyone. Okay, I could not guarantee that, no. So it's not a normal thing. So everyone must go through the process, and and as you all know, okay, so because I worked as part of a leadership team, I know how claims work. Mapapabilis ang isang claims if all requirements talaga ay complied, yung kumpleto. Kaya lang tumatagal, and is because yung by piecemeal din ang pag-supply, okay, ng mga requirements. Okay, hindi kasi sabay-sabay. Diba? And it is not just one person claiming in a life insurance company. So importante that we also guide our clients to provide us as advisors. It is also a good support to provide to our customers, to our clients, na kinakailangan makumpleto yung nasa list of requirements. Okay? So any question?
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, we don't guarantee that. It's a special, yung nga, sinabi ko rin kanina. It's a unique, okay? Now, kung gusto natin tingnan kung ano yung mga for our claims, go to our website. Nandun po lahat dahil usually, dagdag kaalaman lang, no? Usually, ang binibigay is the policy, the IDs, okay? Current ID nung, syempre, buhay pa siya. And the same time, merong form po for claims. And then the death certificate. Yun po, if my memory serves me correct, yun po yung mga basic na hinihingi for claims. But syempre, kailangan din yung attending physician statement na nangyari. So those are the basic requirements to get the claims. Yes, again, stand corrected, it is not guaranteed, but with yung kung special cases yan, pero kailangan po talaga kompleto. Okay, kompleto ang ating requirements para po ma-release yung death claim. Okay?
Okay,
Anyone, meron po ba? Yes, sir?
The paper close approach or style that we just showed all of you would allow anyone to think about things that are often neglected. Okay, so that's why we could do this even in a casual discussion. Okay, so as you can see, it is really just a conversation wherein we allow even ourselves, diba? Even amongst us here, this is not something that we think about all the time. So when we approach somebody and we'd like to really, and we would like to and we really care about, if let's say any sudden unexpected things happens, and we really care about the families that will be left behind, then we must be really sharing this to all people we know, especially to our relatives, to our natural market, to the family, to the, let's say, the people that we have access with. Okay. So I am passionate about this tool when I was an advisor, because it's so easy to use, and it's, yes, as mentioned, it is non-threatening for our, let's say, for our friends, no. So normally I would say it, diba? Had you suddenly kicked the bucket last night, and this is just usapan, diba? So what do you think? It did not happen because we are talking to each other today. What do you think your family would be doing now? This will really capture, okay, the attention of anyone. Okay. And people will pause, people will stop, because they tend to realize, oh nga no, of course, you will get answers like grieving, crying, diba? So, but of course, people what would be the first thing people will do? People, yung mga napag-iwanan mo, ang unang nilang gagawin, of course, they will have to attend or fix for the funeral. Okay, so then, ganon. How much do you think can you put on the paper funeral, if that's one thing that they will have to fix or to arrange? Okay, and how much do you think they will need to spend for the funeral? Okay, I will not definitely ask ano ang gusto mo. No. What do you think? Okay, will they have to pay for the funeral? Okay, and if they could not provide me with that information, what I will do is to give them stories, or yung normal, let's say, expenses that one will need to spend, no, with regard to this matter. Okay, and then pause, and then next question. Definitely, people would not, before even somebody, even before somebody reaches the funeral, they actually come from the hospital. And what do you think are the normal causes why people get hospitalized? And then I wait for an answer. And then they will say the normal critical illnesses that people acquire. And I ask, how much do you think people would have to settle if somebody is stricken with that kind of illness? Okay. And that is something your people that you left behind, your family, will have to think about how to settle it. How much do you think they will have to spend for it? How much they will have to pay for it? Okay. Can you put their medical or hospitalization? And can you please put the amount? How much do you think they will have to worry about? Okay. So this allows people that we talk to think. These are things that are often ignored, but it has to be initiated by us, so that people will have to realize that they have to prepare for this kind of thing, which is what we call cleanup fund. So, and then we ask, in the another item is about debts. But normally, I would still add as a cleanup fund, as a starting point, because there is a period wherein, if definitely our families, diba, could not just easily recover for what happened because their loved one is gone or left them. Okay, so, but definitely the lifestyle that they are grown accustomed to, okay, must continue. Okay, so what do you think? So that could be another point of discussion. Okay, so meaning, how much do you think, diba, that they will not have to worry yet while they are grieving, while they are thinking about a lot of things? Okay, definitely the month on month household expenses will have to be there right away. So then, So then, of course, when they say month, okay, and then let's say how much we have to convert it into a year, and then for how many years. So that's another approach. So, and then we sum up everything. How much, okay, who do you think will take care of this if something unexpectedly happens? Okay. Where will they get this? Is this something available? Okay. And I'm sure as a breadwinner, we don't want this to be something that they will have to worry if we are gone unexpectedly. Okay. So this is one, let's say, kind of conversation that we could start even to the closest, no, to the closest people that we have. And because we want to help them, and we have to make people, everyone responsible, diba? Even for these things. Okay? So, okay, so take it away. So I think Banjo and JP could continue.
Okay. Wow, grabe. Ngayon ko na lang ulit narinig si Sir Ogo paper close dahil siya talaga yung pinaka-master niyan. And then ramdam na ramdam natin, 'di ba? Yung concern kung ganun ka magsabi at magsalita, and that's the perfect way to do the paper close. Can we give any reaction to it in the Zoom? Siyempre, if you can unmute yourself, kung meron. Anyone? Sir JP, you're open, naka-open. Go ahead, sir.
No, I just want to ask everyone, how do you feel? Kung ikaw yung kausap ng ganyan, di ba? So, this is a casual conversation. Yung ginagawa nyo kayo ng paper close, talagang mapapaisip ka eh. Kaya nga, if everybody, talagang they participated, just writing it down. Tama, hindi naman lagi mo maiisip yan. Ano kaya ginagawa ng pamilya ko namatay ako kahapon? And nobody actually wants to think about it. Tama? It's actually an eye-opener. So I want to know yung reaction ng iba dito, not just the answer itself, na ano kaya yung ginagawa. Ano kaya ang nararamdaman ninyo kung kayo ang tinatanong na ganyan? So how would you feel? This is actually something na talagang hindi pinag-uusapan everyday eh. So bihirang-bihira. So could I have some participation from our audience here? Ano ba mararamdaman mo kung ikaw ang tinanong yan? Ano naiisip mo? Sarili mo lang ba o patay pamilya mo? Okay. So may I have some reaction from our audience here.
Sir JP, bago sumagot yung mga nasa room, nagsabi dito, requesting daily dose cells caffeine to be 1.5 hours. We're learning a lot each session.
May request pa. Okay. Thank you, Emma. We'll take that into consideration, Emma. UH, Emma.
Oh, mamaya maging full day to ah. We want bite size. So it's more it's allow us to retain more, no? So if we do small chunks, no, so that's the intention of having an hour daily dose of sales caffeine. Okay. So parang gawin nyo lang, no, just tune in at 8 para lang kayo nakinig ng balita. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that. Helps a lot, sabi ni Miss Joyce. Helps a lot, especially to us who has not been tagged yet. So we are prepared with our prospects. Okay. So thank you, Miss Joyce. Okay, so yes, that's our intention. Talagang matulungan din lahat, ano? Us as financial advisors, and of course to help yung mga taong makakausap din natin. These are very casual. Sinabi, a very simple conversation. Pero nakita naman ninyo, if you will take it to heart, talaga namang may impact. Very simple questions. very simple questions, but it would make you really think about it. Tama? Okay, so yes, may nagtataas ng kamay, si Miss Jen.
Actually, Sir JP, I remember nung kaka-start ko mag-work, in-approach agad ako nung financial advisor ko. Tapos, kumuha ko ng insurance na maliit lang. Because I remembered during that time, although may work naman yung parents ko, and single ako nung time na yun, I just wanted to leave something behind for them so that hindi nila kukunin sa pera nila yung panglibing. It was a small amount. I started, ano yun eh, fresh out of fresh out of school. I got my first policy. It was really cheap. Parang during that time, parang 300 lang siya a month for around 500,000. And I felt it was sufficient for me to leave behind to my parents so that they don't have to worry about spending for me during that time. So I feel that each and everyone should have a responsibility talaga to have a clean up fund, whatever size it is. Kasi it's a start eh. It's a beginning. It's really part of your, it's not financial freedom for myself, but for my family. So talagang pinupusuan ko to na mag-reach out talaga sa lahat ng tao. And even for me, for my clients, talagang I encourage them not to have one even in the beginning. Kasi 'di ba a lot of people don't believe in insurance kasi feeling nila hindi naman nila kailangan or walang mangangailangan. Pero in fact, talagang meron siyang need.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Jen. Ang ganda nun.
So it's not no, so as I think that's a very good sharing, no? So we can say that it is not just for specific, let's say, people. Dong kanina, ang example is actually a breadwinner, head of the family. Diba? But that is a very true scenario also, what was just raised by Jed, no? So even an individual would also would really realize also these things, no? So because siguro sa kanya from her end during that time, ilang taon siyang pinag-aral, pati ba naman dun sa final expenses is poproblemahin pa siya, di ba? So siguro that's one way of thinking how she could give back, di ba, doon sa kanyang family o sa kanyang mga parents, no? I think, thank you, Oy. That was a very good sharing. So it means we don't know, okay, who will let's say, who will be attracted to this kind of conversation. Basta tayo, we just keep on sharing this to them. Okay, so thank you.
Sir JP, Sir Ogo, if I may share, okay? Sir Ogo, ako naalala ko nung tinuturuan mo kami before, ano pa to, basta 2001, nung pumasok na tayo ng Manulife, 2004 ata, tinanong mo sa amin, you as a financial advisor, meron ka na bang adequate protection? Meron ka na bang sarili mong life insurance? And naalala ko, pinakompute mo kagad, pinakamabilis na computation, di ba? Your monthly salary times 12 times 5. Yun ang pinakamabilis mo. Dapat yun ang iyong protection. Or even back in the day, nung sinabi mo yon, at least man lang meron kang minimum of 1 million coverage. Ang kausap mo ay ang mga advisor mo, naalala ko yon, mga advisor, kami yon. So, syempre kami, meron pero maliit. Pero wala nga kami yung tipong at least may 1 million. So, in this room, meron ba kayong at least 1 million coverage? Okay? 1 million coverage. Ginawa niyo na ba yung sarili niyo ng sample proposal ng React 5? Yun ang gusto kong tanungin din. Okay? Yun din ang gusto kong tanungin. Sir JP, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sir Banjo. Ang ganda rin talaga, no? To reiterate lang sinasabi ni Miss Jen, yung sharing niya, napakaganda. And it's a realization eh. Talaga naman iniisip natin, nabanggit, marami ayaw ng insurance. Pero hindi naman para sa inyo yan eh. Hindi naman para sa inyo yan. Kung sino man ang kukuha niyan o sino inaalokan natin is actually para doon sa mga maiiwan natin. And ang sakit kasi nun, di ba? Kung kailan ka nawala, naging burden ka pa rin. napahirap ka na nga siguro dati sa mga magulang mo o napahirapan mo sila because talaga namang responsibilidad. Tama ba, Sir Banjo? Responsibilidad naman eh. Okay, napalakihin tayo bilang anak. Pati ba naman yung pagkawala natin, responsibilidad pa rin nila tayo. Okay, so
Sir JP,
very
alam
good
mo
sharing.
sino yung financial advisor ko nung time na yun?
Mm.
Si Banjo.
Ito
Oy,
rin pala.
Okay.
Kaya pala napapayag.
Okay. Ngayon siya palang beneficiary. Okay. Siya
Ano
pala.
pala?
naisip
Iba
ko
pala
pero sa...
intention eh. Selfish
May,
motive pala yun eh.
may intention pala. Kunin mo yan dahil tayo din magkakatuluyan para ako maging beneficiary. So, guys, I don't understand why people, all not even the others, even ourselves, diba? I don't understand why we immediately think about our assets to get insured, but not think about the very life that they have, knowing that others will be affected once they're gone. Which one is more important? The properties, the cars, or our lives?
Wow, bigat nun.
It's 8:57. Good morning, everyone, and see you later at SMX, no, for Manulife's big event, which is the sales kickoff. So please, let's gather ourselves in one area. We will text you where we will see each other at 1 o'clock, so that we would be as one team, getting inside the big function room of Manulife of SMX in MOA. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the session and we got something that we can talk about, when we, let's say, approach our loved ones, our relatives, our friends, and we have a lot of good things, a lot of good stories to share to everyone. And this is really a noble profession. We know that we could really create impact to the lives of others. Okay? So thank you, everyone. Good morning.
See
Good
you.
morning, everyone.
See
Morning.
you.
See you later.
Thank you po.
Sir June. Okay, sir.
Sir June. See you.
Yes, see you.
Si
Thank you.
Sir June nandito pala. Grabe, idol. Sana all.
Grabe.
Okay, bye-bye.
Sabi ni
Bye.
shout out daw, Rodeline Harabe, nasa insurance ang tunay na pag-ibig.
Wow.
May pahabol pa.
Yung prospect mo, magiging asawa mo.
Ma'am,
Yun
yung jowa ko,
pala.
ma'am.
Walang reason, no? Na walang insurance ang lahat ng tao. Kahit
Tama
tricycle
po.
driver lang yun. Kahit taxi driver. Grabe, no? It's really impactful.
Okay, Arkin, simula na tayo.
Bye.
Saan tayo magkikita? Tinapos mo na ba yung live?
Dali lang ah.
Sorry, sa live pala tayo. Shout out to everyone.
Stop na yung live.
Arlene, thank you.
Oy,
Thank you.
JM.
Thanks din for the use of your...
Salamat.
See you later.
See you
Sa
later.
restream na lang tayo, Boss Banjo. Yung same
Ano
link.
to? Same link. Okay.
Restream link. See you.
Arkin,
Yes, Miss Bing.
okay tayong dalawa na lang ba dito?
Hindi,
Meron pang iba.
Sige, sige. Tawagin na lang kita.
Wait. Tanggalin ko.
Thank
Wait.
you.
Thank
Patay mo
you.
na.
See you.
Patay mo na.
Ano?
Close ko na tayo. I will end this.
Tanggalin lang ni ano.
Hindi lang daw.
Ano.
Hindi na.
Yan. Pwede ka na. Sige. Go.
Ano yan?
Hindi, yung